All right, once again, this is Laborers in the Harvest Ministry. I'm in Zakati Park. I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right. Zakati Park. And I'm in the middle of what's, I guess, where the Occupy movement is basically organizing, and where they discuss how to do things and what they're about to do. And once again, you know, I have objections, of course, to I guess many things of how the movement is moving. Basically, where they're placing the blame. They're basically mainly placing the blame on the 1%, and also on Congress and corrupt officials. And I feel that, yes, they should place the blame there, but you know what? The blame it should be placed on everybody. Each and every one of us should be blamed for what's happened to America and what's happening to society's woes. And we should feel, we are all part of this movement, in a sense. And it's not just this movement. This movement, people have always, have complained about what's happening here in America. They feel, many people that feel disadvantaged, that the system is broken, the system is too big, the system is too small, the system is not enough, the system is way too much, the system is spending too much, the system is being too wasteful. Right now, as we speak, I believe, so injustice, let's talk about injustice. We're going to talk about injustice in a bit. I'm going to see if I can find someone, that wants to talk about injustice. I'm sure that people are going to talk about injustice, but they're never going to talk about injustice when it comes to them and God, So, if you give me a moment, I'm sure I'll find someone. People are dying to talk, I'm a little scared of who to ask, in actuality. But I'm sure there's so many people here. Excuse me. How you doing?
Great. How are you?
I'm shooting a video for BronxNet TV.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now we're talking about I guess the subject will be injustice.
Okay.
And I'm sure. I think the whole point of people being here is because they feel
massive injustice. Absolutely.
Massive injustice. So but I have a premise. Okay, my premise is that, we feel hurt, we feel, the majority of people here feel hurt, they feel they've been taken advantage of from, let's say, the 1%, and also from people that are being bought in Congress. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, for far too long, we've had our rights very subtly, but increasingly taken away. Mm-hmm. But we've been trained to accept it, to be complacent and just kind of comfortable, because as long as you have, an okay job and an okay car and an okay TV, your life's good enough. Like, what do you really have to complain about? So, it keeps people in a very, accepting mindset. But now we see more and more injustices occurring. We see the First Amendment rights being blatantly defiled as people are being attacked. And
but I have a question for you. Now, injustice here in America has always, there are certain groups in America, for example, let's say African Americans or Hispanics, or let's say minorities, they have felt, a certain amount of injustice being done to them. Now, but for some reason, there hasn't been an outcry like we see today, because injustice has spread out to not only the minorities, has also spread out to, everybody now.
Now it's also the middle class's problem. So, the minorities have always had this struggle. Right. They've always been limited, to their minority size. It's hard to get everybody rallied up in a cause. I mean, we saw the civil rights movement where everybody finally did.
Because everybody feels it now.
Exactly. It takes an amount of spreading seeds before you have enough people to really bloom up with their zeal. So I feel like all of the preceding movements and revolutions that